What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I'm back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, we got the top 10 most try-hard legendary skins inside of Fortnite. So, I want everyone to vote in the poll for the next video that I do. It'll probably be tomorrow, so I will do one in between this video, but I think maybe once every day or once every other day, I'll have one of these poll videos where you guys can vote, and we can kind of compare opinions, like compare my opinion to everyone's collective opinion, all my viewers collectively. In this one, we got 700 votes, so let's see if we can try to break like 1,000 votes. The more the better, in my opinion. But this one was interesting, and I feel like there are a lot of differences between my list and your list, but there are some similarities. So make sure to vote in the poll, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I will try to stream later today. If you guys want to check that out, I think there will be new skins on Saturday, which is going to be today. So let's get into this list, guys. So I guess before we get started, there are a bunch of legendaries that didn't make the cut, so I will name those for you that didn't make the cut. So you guys only gave Rex 2 votes, which was by far the least. Well, I guess not by far, but only 2 votes. That's nothing, basically. Then Havoc and Triceratops both got 3. Leviathan and Battlehound both got 4. Dark Voyager got 5. Raptor and Dark Vanguard got 7. Moisty Merman got 8. I feel like since that's new, it shouldn't have been on this list because we don't really know who's going to be using it. Are the tryhards going to be using it? We can't really say for sure. Wukong got 13, Raven 15. So now it's time to get into the list. I will tell you what you guys voted on collectively, and then I'll tell you how many votes it got and what percentage of votes it got. And then I'm going to tell you my opinion, and I'll show the picture of my legendary skin that I think is the most tryhard on the screen. So at your number 10 spot, you guys gave it to Omega, which is very surprising to me, especially for some of your other higher choices. I don't really understand this one too much. Are you guys telling me if you see an Omega with full armor, you're not really scared of that player? For me, that's one of the most intimidating players in this game, but you guys gave it 19 votes with 3% of the total votes. For me, I had to give it to Leviathan. Honestly, I never see this skin, like I rarely see it, but I'm imagining if I do, it's gonna be against a tryhard. I do see a lot of these other skins, some I see more than others. I would say the battle pass skins are the ones I see the most, especially if they're legendary, and even from season 3 and season 2, I see those skins the most, except for maybe the Black Knight. Definitely a very surprising choice for you guys, in my opinion. But let's move on to number 9. You guys gave it to the Crack Shot, and that has 29 votes and 4% of the total votes. For me personally, whenever I run across a Crack Shot, it's usually kind of a bad player. I feel like it's more of a newbie skin, and the better players don't really like it. Maybe that's just my personal experience, but that's what I'm basing this video on. That's really all I can base this video on. That's why I like hearing your side of the story, at least through the numbers, and kind of trying to figure out exactly why I got so many votes. I'm assuming since it's kind of one of those skins that came out early on, maybe you ran into it early on and it's kind of stuck with you that Crack Shot is a tryhard skin, but for me, I almost never see it. At my number 9 spot, I gave it to the Wukong, and the Wukong just recently came out, so if a skin recently comes out, that means a lot of newbier players are going to buy it. So I'm not really basing my opinion on today necessarily, because if I ran into a Wukong today, I could probably take him on. But later, or in the past, maybe a couple weeks ago even, I think this is definitely a pretty try-hard ass skin. I mean, just the design. You would think the person is sweating behind the keyboard or the controller, whatever it may be, behind the screen. He's definitely sweating his ass off with the Wukong. At your number 8 spot, you gave it to the Love Ranger with 37 votes and 5% of the total vote, which is very surprising. For me, I'll just be honest, the Love Ranger did not make the list. I personally think anyone who uses the Love Ranger is just a soft ass player. Why are you using the Love Ranger with the love wings? Put those love wings on another person. Put them on another skin. I've almost never used the Love Ranger with the Love Wings. When it first came out, sure, I did a little bit, but nowadays I will never use the Love Ranger, and I will never use the Love Ranger with the Love Wings, even if maybe there's a 1% chance I do use him. But for me, I give it to the Dark Vanguard, and again, the Dark Vanguard just came out. It's gonna be out for one more day. By the time this video comes out, it'll be out for like 12 more hours if you want to go grab it. So I'm just informing you guys. And then Moisty Merman is still out as well. So if you want to get that, or even if you want like the Dark Vanguard gliders, which are the Deep Space Lander and the Orbital Shuttle. If you like those, I would definitely suggest you go out and get those. But honestly, for the Dark Voyager, I don't see that as being a very try-hard skin because tons of people have it. But for the Dark Vanguard, I am very intimidated going against it, and maybe I could make the top 10 most intimidating skins for the next list I do. I think that's a pretty good idea and a fun one. I wonder if that really plays a role into like whether you think it's a tryhard or whether you think it's a noob, how intimidating the skin is. I really do think that plays a factor into this game. And I know it's free to play, but I really think the skin you wear definitely plays a role in whether someone thinks you're a noob or whether they think you're just easy competition, and they'll get a confidence boost that you're easily going to die to them, and you may actually die to them due to that confidence boost. But let's move on to the number 7 spot. You gave it to the Cuddle Team leader with 41 votes and 6% of the total votes. Honestly, for me, I would have put this a little bit higher, but I gave it to the Battle Hound at my number 7 spot. I can understand the Cuddle Team leader, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's really any explanation I need to give right now, but the Battle Hound is one of those early time skins, and it's kind of like the Crack Shot. It came out a little bit after the Crack Shot, maybe a couple months after, maybe a month after. I'm not very good with timelines, but I know it came out after the Crack Shot. But for me, this is kind of one of those rare skins that you can't get at this point in time, but they'll bring back every skin that I own, every legendary, you know, Dark Vanguard. They're gonna bring that back 1,000 times. Power Cord? Wait, I don't have the Power Cord? No, they're not gonna bring that back. Battle Hound? Yeah, they're not gonna bring that back for some reason. I don't understand it, but Battle Hound, for me, it's a pretty scary skin to go against. I usually think there's a good player behind the controller, or whatever, PC, but I play on the controller. So at our number 6 spot, you guys, surprisingly, again, for me, these are very surprising choices, some of them. You guys gave it to Valor with 45 votes and 6% of the total votes. So this one's actually tied with the number 5 spot. I guess I should just say that. So the number 5 spot is Power Cord with 45 votes as well. I think the Valor is definitely less of a tryhard skin than the Power Cord by a long shot. The Valor, for me, I don't really see it as a tryhard skin. Unless there's some way to prove that this player plays a lot, I think having a Battle Pass skin doesn't really have me consider you as a tryhard skin. Unless, let's say, for some reason you have like Omega at full armor already, which is my number 6 spot. I can see that being a tryhard skin, but just having a regular like mid-tier skin doesn't really consider you a tryhard in my book. But I can understand, like, Valor is pretty intimidating. Maybe you've gone against a lot of good Valors, but for me, Valors just aren't very difficult. It seems like I can eat them up. But my number 5 spot was actually the same as yours. I gave it to the Power Cord. I think the Power Cord is easily one of those tryhard skins that not many people like, but the ones who do like it, for some reason, are very tryhard. I don't really understand that. I don't understand the logic behind it, but I think Power Cord is a good number 5 spot, and Omega full armor. If he wasn't like full armor, I wouldn't say necessarily a tryhard skin, but at the full armor, you know they have to be a very high level to get that. I think it might be, is it level 80? Yeah, it's level 80, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but level 80 at this point, I mean, to me, that means you play a little bit too much, and most likely you're a good player. You have to be if you play that much. But at my number 4 spot, or at your number 4 spot, you guys gave it to the Reaper, and I gave it to Triceratops. And honestly, I don't see many Triceratops, but if I do, I've honestly seen a lot of like ninja gameplay with the Triceratops. Maybe that's why I think of that as a tryhard skin. I don't know exactly, but I haven't really seen this one around too much. But whenever I do, I've seen it a couple times. Usually it's a tryhard ass player who knows how to build. That's really what I consider a tryhard. Like, if you know how to build, most likely you're a tryhard in my book. Like, you're trying super hard to get that victory, which isn't a bad thing. I'm a tryhard too, for sure. But the Reaper at this point, I just can't see this as being a tryhard. Honestly, it's laughable how easily I fuck up the Reaper or the John Wick. But that's just my opinion. At our number 3 spot, we actually had a tie. So at 79 votes with 11% of the votes, you guys gave it to Black Knight. And I think the Black Knight is a super tryhard skin. See, the Reaper, maybe in next season, he'll be considered a tryhard skin in my book, just because it's a couple seasons later and you guys are whipping out this really old skin. For me, the Black Knight, I think like the mindset to use this skin means you're a tryhard. To even still like this skin and stick with it and use it every game, I just can't conceive you in any other way than being a tryhard. So honestly, I think the Black Knight's a good number 3 spot all around. But at my number 2 spot and your number 2 spot, you guys gave it with 107 votes and 15% of the votes. You guys gave it to the Red Knight. Honestly, I don't even think I need to explain this one. The Red Knight's super rare though, and not many people have it. The ones who do have been playing for a very long time, and they've, like, if you're investing money, especially early on, I feel like you have to care about the game. You have to be good. So that's why I think the Red Knight's a good number 2 spot for you guys. But I gave it to the Cuddle Team Leader. I have never faced a bad Cuddle Team Leader. I really don't think I have. I don't know if I have. That's maybe why I've started to like the skin a little bit more, because I know all these tryhard ass players are using it. But I think the Cuddle Team Leader for you guys was at number 7. For me, it was at number 2. So you guys, some of you at least, know what I'm talking about. But at your number 1 spot, you guys gave it with 167 votes out of 700. 23% of the votes to Carbide. Wow. I can't believe this. A first tier skin. Imagine me making this list and giving it, like in season 3, and giving it to Mission Specialist or to the Blue Squire or Royal Knight in season 2. Imagine me doing it during that time. Can you guys even fathom that? Does that not blow your mind? That literally blows my mind. I can't understand this choice. I really can't. I feel like most of the Carbides I go against are trash. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll face a really good one, but no, not really. Like, I really can't remember the last time I've died to a Carbide. I really want to like start keeping my stats to every time I face a Carbide and kind of figure out exactly how many times I've killed them. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably 90% of the time I kill them. So like, if I played 100 players, it would be easily, maybe even more than 90 people I kill out of 100. But for my number 1 spot, I had to give it to the best skin, one of the best skins in my opinion. Especially for legendaries, it's the best in my opinion. I gave it to the Red Knight. Obviously one of the most tryhard skins. I kind of already explained it, but I really don't think this one needs too much explanation. I don't see it very often, but there's only been one time when I've seen it, and the person has been just disrespectfully bad. Like, I honestly got mad at that person. I'm like, wow, you have this skin and you're this bad. Honestly, if you're rocking this skin, you better fucking kill me. You better get close to killing me. We better have a nice build off if you own this skin. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm gonna be pissed at you if you don't at least give me a nice effort with this skin. This skin deserves to be used properly. It deserves to be used in the right hands. If you're a bad Red Knight, leave a comment telling me so I can ban you from my fucking channel. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to vote in the poll, and we're super close to 80,000 subscribers, almost like a little, I mean 4/5 of the way to 100,000. Maybe within the next couple months we can get there. That'd be awesome, guys. I do plan on making some Black Ops 4 content when that comes out, but trust me, I'm gonna still be playing Fortnite. It's an awesome game and I love grinding it out. I love streaming it. I love making videos about it, if you guys cannot tell. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys do have an awesome day. Thank you so much. I do appreciate all of you. I really do. Bye-bye.